Hello, my sweets. Welcome back. Join me make a very quick, easy, and super delicious Sunday lunch, okay? We'll be enjoying some grilled tilapia with omofo or anwamo and fried eggs. So I begin by cleaning my tilapia, and I'm using some red tilapia. Some people thought this was red snapper. No, this is tilapia. I actually prefer the regular tilapia to this. To me, the flavor of the regular tilapia is better, but you can always make this taste good. Okay, so I clean it with some vinegar and salt. Once it's well cleaned, you can go ahead and clip off the fins and everything, but for presentation today, I would be leaving it on. Once our fish is nicely cleaned, we'll transfer it onto a cutting board and we're going to score it beautifully. This would allow our seasoning to penetrate it beautifully. We do not have a lot of time to sit here and wait for this fish to marinate for a long time. And then we'll be seasoning it with some cumin, cayenne pepper, garlic, thyme, onion powder, sweet ajile seasoning, and some olive oil. So we'll go ahead and add all the spices. Do not forget to add some salt to taste if needed. We're not a big salt fan in this house, so the all-purpose seasoning will be enough. And then I'll allow it to marinate for about 15 minutes before transferring it into our halogen oven to grill it until it is nice and golden. Halfway through the grilling process, I'll flip it over so the other side can grill beautifully as well. Today's special tools goes to Na Ayoko Yemo and Jessica Banye Chukudolu. Thank you for always watching and engaging in my videos. I hope I said your name right. To prevent our fish from sticking to our rack, I'll rub it with some of the olive oil. If you feel the oil on the fish is enough, then go right ahead and place your fish onto the rack, cover it up, and we'll be grilling this at 375 degrees Fahrenheit until it is nice and golden brown. We'll flip it halfway to ensure that both sides are well grilled. Now let's move on to making our rice. To a pot, add in some oil. I'm using coconut oil. You may use any oil of your choice. To that, some chopped onions, and we'll fry it for about 5 minutes or until translucent. We'll then add in our nicely washed rice. To that, some salt to taste, and we'll stir fry it just until the rice begins to turn white. Okay, now adding water to rice always depends on the type of rice that you are using. For Jasmine rice, for the most part, 3 cups of rice will do well with 3 cups of water, but that even depends on the brand. Some brands tend to be softer than the other, so if you like your rice to be single grain, I suggest you always study the type of rice that you're cooking before adding in the water. When you first buy it, just check it to see the characteristic of that set rice. At this point, I add in enough water to cook the rice to my preference. Again, we're going for the single grain type. I tasted the salt and adjusted it a bit. We'll cover it up and bring it to a boil. Once it boils, we'll lower the heat and allow it do its thing until our rice is ready. Meanwhile, we'll be making our red pepper sauce. So I added some pepper and onions, also some salt to taste to our earthenware pot, and I'll grind it until it is nice and smooth. And then I'll add in some tomatoes. Now, the amount of tomatoes you add to this sauce always depends on how hot you want your sauce to be. We'll grind that until nice and smooth as well, and we'll set it aside. At this point, we'll be making our fried eggs. Okay, so we'll prep our egg, to which we'll add some onions and tomatoes, salt to taste, and also some of the red pepper sauce that we made. Yes, sweet tin tins yano yeshiane ngwene hogwa shanine. you are invited, okay? Start washing your hands because the food will be ready soon. I'll beat the egg a little and then into our oil, and I like my eggs well done, so we'll fry it until well done. And check out our fish. It is ready. So back to our eggs. It is cooked on one side. We'll flip it over, allow the other side to do its thing while we check on our rice. It is also ready. Now all that is left is for us to serve and enjoy. All are invited to enjoy this Ghanaian delicacy with me. And yes, I will not be cooking my pepper sauce. We will be enjoying it raw and fresh. Would you give this recipe a try? Let me know in the comment section. Have you had this recipe before? Let me know how you enjoyed it in the comment section. Until I see you in the next one, stay safe, keep loving each other, and remember that the love of God and family is life's greatest blessing. And guys, ke unamini uchemi sweet mahabotu. Bye, y'all.
Continental food, madam. Food, madam. International food cartoon. We'll show you how to make pizza, jollof, bangu and ogro soup, sushi and pastries. All these are